Hi folks, I'm Charlie Griffin with Processing Wood. I'm glad you joined us today. I want to show you one of our mantles. This is a hewn look mantle out of American white oak. We put this finish on it. We're at the home of Bain Nichols, who's putting in a beautiful new home here in Columbus, Mississippi. And he's got two of these mantles. One is on this outdoor porch that's mounted directly onto this brick wall. It's made out of 8x8-inch white oak, which matches the size of the beams in the ceiling here. So he's has white oak throughout this home, and these two places especially. But this is some of the product that we can produce for you out of locally sourced American white oak. Beautiful material. Notice that we have added this texturing here. We've also rounded the edges and cut the ends to square. He has not put sealer on here yet, but he will seal it. Also notice this is one thing that white oak does. If you want a rustic looking fireplace mantle, these cracks will come and go in this wood as it ages or seasons in place. This is a fresh sawn beam that's been placed here. It should do fine over time and just get more beautiful as it ages. Let's go look inside and see what he's done in there. Let's see how Bain has used white oak in this beautiful living area. Notice that we have 8x8 white oak beams in the ceiling. These are mounted on each side and suspended from the ceiling. They'll be there forever. He sealed these with a clear sealant, and they're ready to go. These beams were fresh sawn, band sawn, and he's done nothing to the exterior. This is the way you see them from the mill. Also, we have another mantle over here on this fireplace, this brick fireplace. Again, it's 8x8. This one we have also done the hewn looking finish and texturing on the outside, and you see the splits and cracks coming in here as this beam seasons in place. Also, the edges are rounded, kind of smooth, and once again, this beam does not have a sealant on it. He'll put a sealer on it, and this will kind of bring the grain out in this white oak as he finishes it. Bain has installed these beautiful 8x8 white oak beams in the ceiling and over this living area to bring kind of a rustic legacy look to this area. These are fresh sawn white oak beams. They've been mounted in the ceiling. They rest on each end and are also bolted from the ceiling, so they'll be there. He's got a joint here where they come into each other and then resting on each side. He's added this antique looking brick here adjacent with the white oak. Gives a real nice look to this room. Bain is using these beams to tie this large area together. Notice it's in the living area. He also has it over the kitchen. Gives a historic feel to this beautiful space. We're in Bain's attic, and we're on top of the beams that are in the great room downstairs. I wanted to show you how we're suspending these. We have that's actually two beams down there, 12 foot long, that are lap jointed, and then we have put a hole up through that where the two beams come together into this stretcher beam here that's supporting this, and a 5/8 inch threaded rod that we have a nut on the bottom and a washer, and then we have a nut here and a washer, and we just tighten these up. That way we can make sure that the beams are level downstairs and will be there forever. We're back downstairs in the great room underneath the beam that we were just looking at upstairs. You can see there's a half joint up there, lap joint, and then the dowel that we put in to hide the bolt and washer on the threaded rod that holds that beam in place. but unless you're really looking, you won't notice that, especially the lap joint. They've done a good job of cutting those nice and clean, and then there is a little filler up there. Anyway, it just blends in, looks like a solid beam. We can make beams that are this long, but they're expensive. And two 12-foot beams are more economical alternative and looks just as effective. Thank you for joining us on this tour of the Bain Nichols home in Columbus, Mississippi. He's done a great job using American white oak to beautify this great space that he has here in his new home, both in the ceilings and in the mantels. I encourage you to call me if you need help with wood selection for your new home and your new project at 601-668-9697. I'll be glad to help you in your selection and provide you a quote, including shipping to your location. You can find us on the web at ProcessingWood.com.